What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And this one, we're gonna be continuing our Let's Build Finding Frankie in Minecraft. This is episode number 14, and we are live. And this isn't Frankie, in case you couldn't tell. This would be Joyville. I am making Joyville now, in fact. Hello, Chris. Hello, Freddy. Make sure somebody pings Chris, please. It's the only thing I will say. Let me get this wire out of my way. That's another thing that's important. Okay, there we go. So yeah, let me tab into Minecraft first. There we go. I'll just kind of show what's going on here. I forgot how iron metallic-y that sounded. Anyway, yeah, here's what I have for this, and then I also have the upper area, which I did on a Twitch stream, and I can't be bothered to go up there, so we're just gonna get to the Frankening. Where is Frankie? It's right here. Hello, Horathon. Hello, Foxy David. Hello, Rez. Yeah, Piano informed me that there are some things going on, and he told me to not show up, which was kind of nice of him. But yeah, I'm assuming that's the server you're talking about, unless it's my server. True, it is Joyville. That'll be a tutorial eventually. Shameless plug immediately. I'll probably announce that on Instagram when I'm, like, at a point for that, along with Indigo Park. I did just announce something over there. As far as timing is concerned, so, you should follow totally. It is pianos? Okay, yeah, I thought so. I figured, I guess I should say. Do I need to bring in my passive aggressiveness? Have fun, Rez. Good luck, soldier. Or should repo Minecraft? You should. I think that'd be fun. I want to. I just haven't. The only thing that's weird about it is I don't think repo has a wiki page yet. So there's no way to know all of the tiles in the game other than just the ones that I found. But seeing as how I've still been seeing new ones recently, I don't think I know all of them. So I'm kind of just at a weird point there. Hello, Joe Blama. Time for the fun part. We'll probably get there, yeah. There's like a minor chance we don't because there are a couple rooms between then and now, but, what's gonna make it a little bit better is, okay, I don't know anything, I'm gonna be honest, I'm just gonna try to hope and pray that I get the layout right. We're gonna try to start with the layout, and I probably won't even use whatever I'll end up using, which I'm assuming will be Skulk. I don't know, I have to, look at it first. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of hope and pray that everything goes our way. I am rhyming. Hello, Fierce Hyena. We use this one. I think one of them you can't use for some reason. It's weird, or it's it's glowing red, I think. I think you can use, I don't remember. Good job, T-Jock. Nice for you to actually freaking show up today. Doink, 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 doink. I love the iron sound. So yeah, I haven't touched this since last time. I haven't really done much in this map other than Joyville. Started looking into doing play care. I know I'm not there yet, but I have a plan for it. So, yeah, that's gonna make me cry. I'm not actually, but I'm not looking forward to it. That's all I'll say, is that play care is gonna scare me. Alright, so yeah, here's where we ended. We did this room, and then we have to go this way. Hi, Beaks. Hello, Animating Melon. Do I love bread? Yes, bread is good. What is helping? Whatever, huh? Sorry. I have an image of Freddy Fazbear on my phone. Don't ask why. And it was just, weird to just open my phone to that, you know? Anyway, so floor does not change colors. Prototype layout is that? Yeah. I posted it, what was it, 2 days later? It wasn't that long after, whatever it was. Unlike somebody, it might have been you, I forget who, but somebody in the Discord was like, now we have to wait a month, and then they were obviously wrong, because I already had it scheduled. I'm trying to make them a little bit... It's hard with some builds, because obviously for some of them I have 4 parts, and because I have right now, 4 dedicated days? I only have 3 days I can use, and I don't want to use all of them on one thing in a week. Why is that, T-Jock? When is the interior? Watch the video, and that'll give you an answer. The answer is there's no interior, but it'll give you why. Hi, Ender. The layout is the interior, basically. I know a lot of you are gonna hate that, but I can't bring myself to do it. I'm not gonna force myself to do something like that because you're gonna end up with a half-assed product, and then that's just an entirely different issue, right? I'm not gonna be like, okay, yeah, let me build this just for it to not turn out anything good. So, hello, Max. Yeah, that was a rough game. Did you watch it, Ender? I'm asking why. Just tell me if you did or not, cause man, that was a game. I'm doing alright. How are you guys doing? Seems like a lot of you were going through it. The brawl, yeah, that was insane. I think that's better. It floats. Would I rather it off the wall or? I feel like that's gonna make more sense. It's a little bit. Oh, no, it looks weird from the side, and whatever. No, I almost came back today. I was like, I'm pushing myself to not rather than to do so. But yeah, I'll be back soon. Don't you worry about it. Is it Discord related? You're going through it too? That's fantastic. Yeah, I guess I have been. Not really anything worth complaining about, but how did I make the phones? Wasn't it just like a red nether brick wall? I need to know. There should be some in here. Let me just spectator to the wall. Oh, right, the skeleton skull. How can I forget? Chicken jockey as you chase 10-year-olds with fireworks. That seems a little overkill, don't you think? Whoa, it felt laggy. I think I did say that, didn't I? Personal related? Ah, okay. Then, like, no, I don't want to enjoy my break. Also, I have something to tell you, T-Jock, but I'm gonna wait because I don't want to hit you with it as you're going through it, because yeah, but it's funny. It's funny. That's one way to put it, at least. I don't actually think it's funny, but it's cool. Hopefully this will be finally sized. Hello, Milan. When is part 20 coming? I have a community post that'll give you all the dates and stuff as to when the... Why is that on a I wanted you not diagonally. But yeah, I did have a community post I made a little while back, like a couple weeks ago maybe, that gave all the dates away. So it's like... It's every other day pretty much, except it is not every weekend. So it's just Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I see. I'll tell you after stream, T-Jock. I don't know why, but I don't want to say it on stream. It's not like it's bad, but hi, Nathan. Or I could just like message you right now. It's not like it'll take very long. Okay, this wall. It looks like it's like 5 blocks. 5. I'm gonna go 6 just for the intentions. I don't know what intentions. What does this say? Don't forget to register, silly. Are there 4 lines on a sign? There are 4. There's 5? Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. What happens if I... Okay, no, I can't type. Say what? Don't worry about it. Right now. But, like, what if I don't want to? Don't forget to register, silly. Did you forget to register? You like to worry that... That checks out. It's not important. You wouldn't be as geeked out by it as T-Jock would be. Thanks, Gamga. Also, hi. Yeah, I did announce that on Instagram. You should go follow me. He's a stick figure. He looks like a match, actually. If you like took a match and put it through a color inverter. Not really. No, it's not. It's not. Why would I say geeked out in that context, Nathan? Oh, did you think I said creeped out? Is this the place where you can register as a sex offender? I don't know. That's not up for me to decide. Hello, Ethan. Sure. Universal Unreal Unlocker? Nope, I take videos of the game and hope it gives me everything I need. And if it doesn't, then I cry. And just guess. Okay, I'll talk about it a little bit more, actually, with that. So, I took the video for Play Care today. Oh my god. I'm not ready for that room. But, okay, so, basically, I'm sure somebody here will have a unfortunate or a disagreement with this method, but it's fine. So I'm going to do play care now, essentially. Or, like, do it simultaneously as I continue a couple more episodes to lead up to it, obviously. Just so I can do a time-lapse on it, and then that whole thing will be time-lapse. But, oh my god, that room is actually gonna be the death of me. It's one of those rooms that I'm looking at. Like, as I was taking the video, I was like, good lord. My hope and prayer is to just go around in a circle and do it all like that and just pray that it lines up. And, you know... You can wait, yeah. Unless you fly around in games like Security Breach. I can't with Security Breach either way, because that's on console that I have it. Pop areas look good with that texture. No, I didn't mean creep that. Thank you, Milan, as well. I know, and we talked about this on the Twitch yesterday, and this is no hate to anybody there, but, like, especially for me, with how different I run my server to that server, like, I just don't really know what to do about things sometimes, because I'm like, I would do this about it, but I don't think that would hold true from them, you know? So, like, I kind of just don't do anything a lot of the time, because I don't want to do something and then for it to be like, no, that was not what I wanted you to do. Hayden Henry. I'm gonna do the Dark Oak Fence Gate thing that I did in Bendy. I want to do a poll. You guys have any, like, poll questions I could do? Like anything for me to work with? Yeah. Same. It's been weird not checking Discord, though, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not active in the server right now. I'll be back within a couple of days, hopefully. So, yeah. I'm just gonna say home invasion. Hello, YPG. Hello, Francesca. Just home invasion. What's the video today? Dominoes. Yeah, no, I've been told. I might just, like, talk to Piano and be like, hey, can I just, like, extend my break with your server specifically? I'm sure he would let me. Because I kind of did that last time. Like, I took a break from Discord, and then I kind of came back to mine, or it was like I was gonna take a break, and then I only ended up taking it with my server, and, like, occasionally would check his, and I just might do that again. Yeah, 100% yes. Oh lord, is that 3 posters? It is 3 posters. A couple of clouds on the wall. I'm not even gonna worry about the clouds because they're like tiny clouds. Anything else that is worth adding at the beginning portion of this room? That chair. I can't see it because Deputy Duck's fat frick is in my way. It's like right here, I think. The nurse. I forgot about that one, yeah. I enjoy those kinds of polls, though. They're funny. It's like the streamer mindset of you can pick on me, just obviously play nice, but also like I don't care that much what you say. That's not what I said. That's not what I said, man. Thank you for the sub, Francesca. Lord. Like, the times and dates for me are whenever I feel like it, to be honest. There's no specifics for me, Rez. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I'll come back on exactly January 14th. I know that's like, obviously, it wouldn't be that because it's like a year away. But it's kind of just like, I'll just play it by ear, you know? I'm not really specific on the timings. Can we flip my house upside down? I'm like trying to figure out how to respond to that. I don't know why that got hidden, Gomka. I like the game station tutorial. Was it hard? I enjoyed building it originally. The tutorial kind of sucked because, you know, it's overwhelming, especially with something like that, to just take one thing and try to focus on it when you're building it. But, I mean, yeah, overall it wasn't terrible. I definitely did enjoy it. I just think there's more enjoyable things. Pipes included. I don't know why the pipes needed to be included, but sure. Thank you, Francesca. Good lord. I'm dying. There's a TV on the wall here. Can I get a 40-year-old man action figure? Yeah, exactly. So, I announced it on Instagram earlier, hee, but I don't have a specific date yet because I want to get through the daunting task that is chapter 2 first. Like, I want that to be almost entirely finished. Because the next section I'm doing is Atrium, and I'm pretty much 100% on that, and, you know, I don't want to do the Atrium and chapter 2 at the same time. That's just, like, too much. But yeah, just be patient with it. You'll get it. Is that... That is a little, like, cubby hole. Okay. Yeah. Actually, it's not centered. That's interesting. True, you should follow the Instagram. That'll be like Discord will announce things there that won't really get announced to YouTube until like way later. So I definitely recommend giving a follow, and I'll just be posting general images and stuff. There's a fun tutorial coming this week. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know what it is, but you won't know that it's coming this week unless you inference. Hello, Benny. Exactly, yeah. Just embrace the hatred. There's like a pipe here or something? I don't really know. There's a hole there. Okay, yeah, no, that is like a pipe. I meant Blackstone, but actually Deepside might work better. We'll see in a sec. There's a stepladder. How the hell do you make a stepladder in Minecraft? What? The word inference, T-Jock? An idea making old alpha 0.5 because you're building the old on the browsers. Yo. Yeah, no, you definitely would, Horrorthon. Also, hi. You know what? Since you're here, can you guess? You probably know. You can probably just get it. But sure, if you want to guess. I'll do member shout out. Thank you too. Rachel, Dreamy, Metro Shulker, Tiffany, Max, Horrorthon, Scribbledon, RN Gaming. Is he here? I don't think he is. John, Chris, Trip, Nate Plays, Rose Russell, Bloodkiller, Vid Awesome, The Blueberry, Reflexow, I want to say, Will, Howard, OMS, Michael Marquise, Gaming Pro, and Georgie Bros for being our channel members. Yeah. Tutorial on Finale Neighbor. I actually do want to do that. Kind of just hasn't been something I've, like, insanely been looking at doing. You can't do this, can you? You should be able to, but Minecraft cringe, so... You could use barriers. Or I could just, like, do the trapdoor thing that I did in chapter 2. Like this. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. You can't get up, but I'm not really concerned about that yet. Favorite tutorial ever? Ooh. I gotta think about that. Maybe old Playtime Co. I think new one will be... Yes, you did Horrorthon. I think the new one will be my favorite once that comes out, but the original Playtime Co. was cool. Among Us was another one I really liked. And obviously all the like new FNAFs and stuff, but Among Us is a weird one because it wasn't the most popular, but you know, it still is absolutely worth mentioning. And it was a fun one to make. 10 out of 10 would make again. I would like to make the other Among Us maps. That's something that I've had on my list. It's just, I'm like at a weird spot right now with building really anything. 2 letters, marry, have a kid, divorce, remarry, other letters, bam, step ladder. Tour of the map. I showed it a little bit at the beginning. I don't want to show it all right now. If you want to wait a little bit, I can later. I just like... I want to... What am I trying to say? I don't want to use my little break time, if you will, this early, you know? I want to, like, wait till later and then give myself a good, just, like, transition. When using 2020 got deleted? That's so cringe. I'm like big on really not deleting videos a lot. I mean, I'll delete... The only videos I really delete truly are just like if I want to put that one block off the wall. And there's a lot of videos I'll just like upload it to YouTube so I can put them on my phone of like the game builds and stuff. Or of the games themselves so I can build them. Point in case chapter 3. But I'm leaving some of them up right now because... You'll see. If you're in the Discord, you might get a chance to help with something on Chapter 3. It might not be something enjoyable, but the offer will be there if anybody is interested. I'm not going to force anybody, though, because it's just one of those things, you know? Ganga, your genius is showing. They deleted every single... That sucks. Why would you do that to somebody? And that's why you don't give your things to other people, because they're not gonna treat it well, apparently. Make sure it keeps going forward. I might as well just go all the way, whatever. Okay, well I can't. I'll just stop there. Alright, and I might end up pushing that back. I'm not really sure yet. Hide in Henry. It's more text on the floor. Actually, this might be fine. We throw a fence in there and like here. Sure. We're going to band now, I don't know. See you later, Milan, have fun. Obviously mine was better, even though mine doesn't exist. And I don't really know yet, Chris, we'll see. I'm just like not there in the mentally to do that, whatever that even means. That's actually a really good vent. Oh my god. I can't believe that's been hiding from me all this time. What about the vault? Vault will make sounds though. That is a cool block in general. Yeah, oh my god, that works really well, actually. I'd like it to be a little bit more gray for this, because it is grayer, but I think that's fine. I'm not going to change it. Do I want to change the position of it, though? To, like, there? I think it's fine, whatever. There is so much going on. I don't know what I'm looking at. Warp stair. Here. And then there's another one in the corner, actually. Here. There's a bunch of stuff going on the wall, which I'm just going to use bamboo signs and, like, buttons for. Calm, everything is settled down over there and the whole situation quickly resolved. Imagine not just immediately banning them, I would've. Building a customized orphanage horror map like popular MMOs played before. Be cool to make like a version of that, yeah. Resurrection hug, am I right? I'm so funny. I'm afraid from saying anything. Same level as my skilled? Nah, my skilled was better. I'm joking still. I just love to rub it in people's face that I think I'm the best, even though I don't think I'm the best. But if I can hold off the illusion that I think I'm the best, then I am the best. That's how that works, right? Star. You get a gold star. They're like glow in the dark. It's kind of cool. Heard of FedEx Gaming? I have, yes. I used to follow some of his tutorials, actually. Back before I was making tutorials. That is weird to think about, actually. Like, some of the big tutorial guys, him and TSMC mainly, I, like, used to follow their tutorials all the time. And then I was like, what if I did that myself? And here we are, you know? What, 7 years later, pretty much? Oh, I just closed the video. I don't think I need... Let's make sure the room is done first. There's something on the floor. Yeah, I think it's like a whiteboard knocked over. It's gonna make like a... that. Hello, Joe. You think a Wayback Machine would work, Gonga? Wait, what? What am I looking at? Okay, that's very strange. It, like... It looks see-through from... I'm gonna make it polished sheep so rather than black. So it looks see-through from the underside. But it's, like, not? Because you can tell from above that it's not. I don't know if it's a visual glitch or if it's, like, a framework that just looks weird to me. Code work you tried it years ago and it wouldn't load? Interesting. Hello, FNAF fan. Different airship tutorial that got deleted, except there is a singular trace of it on the internet? Yeah. For what, D-Chuck? What would you use a Wayback Machine for? I'm not gonna even worry about doing anything with it, whatever. Ooh, I might need to slap that, though. I might need to make it a little bit higher. Depending on how far that way it goes. Which, how far that way does it go? Yeah, far enough. Oh, the light's gonna shine through, isn't it? Oh my god. That's so cringe. I'm just gonna assume that it, like, ends like that. I'm gonna ask no further questions because I'm kind of scared to get answers, I think, T-Jock. Okay, I'll make that a gray concrete. I just feel like that makes sense. I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna black this off instead. Because I didn't look that way for some... Did I look that way? I don't think I did. Unless I just am dumb and I did. Rookie mistake, honestly. Always gotta turn around. Yeah, no, I didn't. I just left. This will make more sense. One more day before we're back at school pen. I don't... That's not... You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna refrain from saying anything. Hello, Beyblade Ripper. Alright, I guess I can end this poll, huh? PMC? Oh, yeah? Use those. Easy. Hello, Detective. True. We're getting close to 9. What are we at? Like 8.67? I forgot. Me when the goldfish memory kicks in. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth one. Maybe the fourth one will be the fan? I'm not really sure. No, I go one more, I think. It does matter, though, because... Is this the legit one? This is the legit one. This map is so compact. I'm gonna run into something eventually. I'm just waiting for it to happen. Yeah, no, we do. Okay. What if I used you again? You won't really... what do I want exactly for that? I don't know what I want. That's a really good question. I like a dark oak fence. Honestly, that kind of works. It's not exactly ideal, but... Popular time building Granny? I've thought about putting Granny in this, but I don't really feel like Granny's mascot horror. What do I do with that? I guess because I think I can put the oak button above it and just, you know, cry, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it should be there anyway, pretty much, so whatever. Hello, Diet. Family drama? What is the context? Welcome back, Milan. Feeling sick? Hope you feel better. What emoji is that? Weird. Like, okay, you could classify it as mascot horror 100%, and I think some people will be like, yeah, no, that makes sense. I just personally don't put it as mascot horror. Composters were a good one last time. Do I use anvils? Anvils could work. It's not slatted enough. Oh, Granny is family drama, right? I mean, pretty much. Actually, yeah. The more I think about it, the more that's true. This is in Mascot Horror Havoc. Boink. Hello, G. I know I just released it, but it probably won't be updated for a while anyway. Like, I'm thinking once, maybe once chapter 3 is done would be like a reasonable. Why are you not working properly? Stop you bullying me. I think I'll build Ruin. I'd like to eventually, but I kind of want to get through the base game first before I make any decisions. Okay, so yeah, I think like here it'll turn. That makes perfect sense. Whoa, that goes far. Like midway through on the right, there's an opening. It's like there, maybe? And I go to like there. I think that makes enough sense. And then I'm gonna go a block in this time and fill it with the stairs again. Yeah, no. I mean, it's gonna be not the same as the way I paced chapter 2 and I guess 1. Just because it's gonna be more let's build oriented rather than building in preparation for a tutorial. So it'll be a little bit more fresh, I guess, or to keep it fresh. But at the same time, yeah, no, it's not gonna be the most fun thing in the world, especially play care. I'm scared for that. Lip reading idea? No comment. Wow, I really just have like mid-recording here and just have me opening the settings. Crazy. Maybe like a soul lantern. Yes and no. I think, like, on the face of it, yeah, that would work, FNAF fan, but just because I'm not putting everything in for 1 and for 2, it is just kind of a lot. Like, yeah, you absolutely could try. But I think it wouldn't work exactly that well because of the fact of how much I am having to chop it up. Just because I do it by myself without any sort of mod or anything, or like any sort of, you know, like there's replay cam. I know I've tried to use replay cam. It just didn't work for some reason. I couldn't figure it out. But I'm not going to switch my position every 15 seconds to get the right shot, because then I'm going to end up with a clip that is literally from the time lapse, like, you know, 5 seconds long of me doing a wall. And I don't want to do that. So, like, sometimes I'll have parts that I'll have to cut out because you can't really see what I'm doing that well. But I think in general, you could get the baseline of it fine. Just, you know, it would be, I think, a lot. Okay, now, how is this the fake one? No, this is the real one. I want to stay above that, I think. But there's a lot that goes into the time lapses you guys probably don't even realize. I think here makes sense to go to as well. Thought I heard my dog. But I don't know. Maybe it was not. Maybe it was. How far of a fall is that? Kinda curious. Okay, so, I should probably be considering... No, I guess it's fine. I was gonna say I should probably be considering the distance... Oh, I'm not gonna have enough room. Okay, whatever. The distance down for... What's it called? No, I guess down doesn't even make a difference because I'm thinking of the elevators later, but after the hotline chase, we go down again, and then that's the utility tunnels. And so it doesn't necessarily matter that any of that lines up, but I am gonna run into the problem of I'm not gonna have enough room for the trash room. Because if I go... If the utility tunnels probably have to be under that, I would assume. And from the tunnels, you go down again and then to the trash room. So I just might not have enough because I know that's coming up soon. I did have a clip of that and I think I accidentally deleted it, but because I had to clear a bunch of stuff and I just don't really think when I clear videos, and I'm pretty sure I cleared something I wasn't supposed to. Custom rooms. I haven't updated anything yet from the streams. Yeah, Gregory's actually my mother. In-game. Okay, so this level has another drop. Right? Yeah. So I guess it doesn't matter... No, it really doesn't matter. I'm guessing we keep going the same direction, but I don't know. I was not informed which would be that way. So I want to go this way, block, and then I want that, right? I want to stay... I think on a block. That's fine. It doesn't really matter either way. It is something I need to be thinking about because it will definitely change how everything works if I go slab on top or bottom. To an extent, I mean, I can work with it either way. Hello, Vincent. What, teacher? Okay. Isn't that a real thing, Gomga? I don't think it's called the dead zone, but it's like there's some area in the ocean where there's no oxygen and everything just immediately dies. That's not some myth. Hello, Peter. Part 12 of Chapter 2. Nice. Hello, Nico. Thingy McThingy thing will chase you. That's... That is certainly descriptive. See you later, FNAF, and hello, JR's friend, Skiller. One of the Leviathans. There you go. Hello, Billy. Good lord. Oh look, we're going under the deputy duck room. Hello, J-Dog. Wow, I got everybody joining. Okay, so a block down here. I'll just go one down. That's fine enough. And then I guess a 3x3? I don't really know. There's a fan in the base, though. I probably have to use monster spawners. Yeah, the tops of you are a little too weird, so I'm gonna go like a plus shape. Hello, Benny. Can't do the fill command. You can do the fill command on console. It's just a little bit more annoying because it just doesn't work as well. Hello, plushie player. When I say it doesn't work as well, I mean more so. Well, okay, that might not work that way. I'm gonna have to do it like this then. But it basically... The simulation distance is not as much, so you'll have problems. I feel like there makes more sense. Yeah, that doesn't make more sense. And then I might go one more up. W sub, right? Yeah. W sub? No, that's block. Is that sub? No. Found a big box of chips. What flavor? What flavor? Hello, Yellow Whale. Never played Frankie. You should. Frankie's fun. I mean, true, Gum. More like an ecological Leviathan zone. Ha, get it? I'm so funny. Might go down for the least amount of humor in a sentence I've ever said, but I feel like that is also part of the point. It's not even a good joke. Hello, Froggy. Kind of like ghosts. Okay, but they're still there. Not excited for the dirty walls of the game station? Yeah, good luck with the texturing there. It'll be something. Not really concerned about the vents being perfect. If that comes back to bite me later, then I'm facepalming myself so hard my brain falls out. I don't know how that would work, but... Maybe it's better if we don't know. How's that sound? And there's gonna be a drop like there, maybe? There. Just the turns have to be right. Lay's cheddar and sour cream, banger Ruffles sour cream and onion, banger Fritos honey barbecue twists, extra banger. I don't like Cheetos very much. All the parts were members at some point, yeah. That's the membership. Members will really only get special tutorial, or not get special tutorials, I should say. Like things like the Santa statue they didn't get. And like sometimes tours and stuff they won't get early. But all of the main tutorials they do. You should try them. No, but my reason for not liking Cheetos is it's just, I don't know, it's like too dusty. Like, I don't know. Just a little bit too much. Giant trash pit? No, that's coming up soon, though. It's, okay, so it's, after this area, it's the dreaded hotline area, and then it's the chase, and then after the chase, it's the, like, one room with the, where you have to dodge the platforms that are coming up, and then after that, it's the tunnels, which has the trash room in it, or the trash pit. Frankie U2 says it's coming in June. They made a U2s for Frankie? I didn't know that. It's the... What is the actual... Like, what is it actually called? I don't remember. They are good. See, told you. We're on Act 3. Custom stuff would get tutorials later. I'm just not at a point to really be considering those yet. Eventually they'd be cool too, but... You know, I've got enough other maps right now to get through. I'm not really thinking about those. Copy the cafeteria and the playtime co-interior. Nice, nice. Yeah, you guys can totally copy that too, whenever I get the new playtime co out. I'll be starting that after I finish the first of the 3 statue segments. I know they said there were 2, but I'm splitting into thirds just to be a little bit better. I don't know that song, Gum Gum. Best way to texture bricks? I use... I'll show you. Actually, I can just... Here, you know what? I'll do this instead. Bloink. I'll show you literally on the block palette. Where is it? Is it here? Yeah, it's this one. Here's what I used. And then I just actually use them in order left to right. Granite, terracotta, polished granite, packed mud, dripstone, and then waxed exposed cut copper. Yeah, probably, T-Jock. The song I had like this is by 5. I have not, no. I don't really listen to the game songs very much. Oh, those are the fireflies. I was like, what are these? It doesn't even play. That's so unfortunate. Sneak peek. Here's chapter 3. I haven't touched it, but it's here still. Didn't I do something? Oh no, I didn't. It wasn't in this version. I did something in a copy. So, that's probably too high. Yeah, whatever. For the cave, like the big cave, I'm doing a thing where I'm gonna show you each layer of it, but I'm not going to build it, basically. I'm gonna just like show you images of it with a different block that is tiled and you can count better, which happens to be just copper, regular old copper. That was the best block I'd found that was within a similar color. And then it'll have like an iron base so you can see that better, and then it'll have also polished deep set for the gray. How far down does this even go? I was not paying attention. Hey, it put me all the way back to the beginning. That's so cringe. Okay, here we go. That's not that far of a drop. Maybe to like there. If even. I'm gonna put like that. The joy of smart. I like green just better in general. Bushside Rangers? Is that game popular? I've played it myself. I thought it was good, but like, I wouldn't want to take that step on a game that isn't popular enough. Boo Boo or Bobo Rex? I ask because they're very different. Frankie at 0-0. Yes, Frankie is at 0-0. This was supposed to be Frankie. Like, that was supposed to be the world. The other maps ended up being a later edition, which means I had to retransfer a bunch in, which was fun. Gonna be chapter 2 soon? Really? I have seen the Minecraft movie. I really liked it. It's a good movie. Funny. I also saw an ad for it on TV, which was kind of funny. I saw it last night, I think, when I was watching a hockey game. I was like, huh, interesting that they're making advertisements and stuff. Oh boy, it's time for the section. We have a little bit of a breather area, though, first. Unironically or ironically? Hat, is it? Called A Lonely Ruins, and it's now in development. That feels very early to me. I don't know. Do I want to use Skulk? How about both? I don't know. That's outside of my qualifications. Yeah, they don't have the qualifications. Aren't I hilarious? Okay, and the wall should be Skulk. I feel like the floor should be like... I don't even know. I don't know. Welcome back, Nathan. Just booted up Asian. Why you're holding a hot kettle when you're next to the entrance for your supermarket? That's a really good question, I think. Gonna outside? Once I'm done, I would like to. I think that'd be cool. How stupid is like this of an idea? It's too gray, and I would use gold instead, but yeah, it's too gray. I want something like a dark... Like, not quite black wool. I mean, I could use black wool, I think. I just don't really want to. I want something with a little bit of color. As in, like, shine color. Obsidian could work. I might go obsidian and skulk. I know it's a diabolical combination, but... Unless I think of something better later, then... Frankie was I mean, yes. Frankie was first in this world. And then, I think Poppy Playtime would have been the second one to get in. It's like that, and then Ban at the same time, and then Indigo was, I think, last, actually. Yeah. Okay. Let me cut out the vent, actually, in my clip here. Because I'm annoyed, that's why. Sander against the vent. Okay, with this vent, this would mean that the area is 1 block wide. And I don't really know if I'm all for that. Actually, I might be. I might be okay with that. Yeah, I'm gonna say that I'm okay with that. It's gonna be a little bit tight, but that's fine. Flint and shoe. See you later, yellow whale. Picked up a key card, but the kettle kept puring. You know it wasn't in your hands. I can imagine Nicky running with boiling water just spouting out of his pocket. Okay. Whoa! Hi, Echo. I mean, it kind of is, though. Other than the fact that it's, you know, blue. It's like blue stars. Woof woof. Shut up, Nathan. Yeah, I drowned it all. You know what? I'm pulling up the Steam reviews. Just to see if you're correct. I mean, not... Hold on. I'm not gonna show it, but I'll read I'll read how many it has. Bush Side Rangers. That's this game right here. Nope. 106 reviews. Very positive. Yeah, okay. It's reasonable. Can I build Tattletale? Ewan, is it Chris? Chris is the one that's peer pressuring me, isn't it? Like, won't shut. Nah, but who does want me to build that as well? I might give in. It'd be another nice, like, easy one to throw into this world. It's one that I'm weird about taking that step for because it's not as popular, or it's older, right? I guess it is technically popular. Yep, I love when my blocks don't appear. Lizard plushie, what about it? What did you just say? That I'm porting my console worlds to PC so we can have more city streams. I've already done that with other things, and I don't want to pay $5 to transfer city, you know? Because city is really the only active one that matters, and I can't even do achievements anyway. Because, obviously, it's specific to console there. I could go 2x2 and then just keep the ceiling 3 blocks. I might actually do that instead. Yeah, and then I'll end up having the thingy here. The ringing, it won't stop. It never stops. Who's Chris? Not you. You're not Chris. Thank you, plushie player. Okay, so we got a lot of people saying build Tattletale. I'll give in. I'm not opposed to it. Because that'd be an easy one, right? I just need to make a spot for it. I need to make another floor in the lobby. I think I could replace the current credits with an elevator and then just move the credits over. You ate all the barbecue fritters. You didn't even spare me a bag? God, Rez, you're so inconsiderate. I'd say I'm joking, but, like, I'm not. You know, just to piss off somebody. I don't know who, but somebody. I'm using a diamond. Whoever wants to pretend to be mad in chat, feel free. Pretend like you're mad that I just used that. Gonna differentiate this with block of coal. Alexander from The Walking Dead. You're saying statue, right? Or is that like a place? See your message? Probably, but I'm blind. Calm down. What did I do? I didn't do anything. Place. I could look into it for sure. Can't guarantee anything, but... So this is what makes this chat so enjoyable, is I can tell you guys to get mad at something and you all get mad at it immediately. 10 out of 10, good job. No. I haven't been able to do any statues recently. I still have yet to touch any of the chapter 4 ones. If I can get back into those, then I'd consider throwing statues back in the loop, but like... I haven't recorded any in a while. I feel like if I start recording some, I might get back into it. But, the next one I have to record is, LN2 Doctor. So, you know, there's that. Okay, can you stop yapping, Frankie? Or Henry, I mean? Sorry, you're not Frankie. Didn't mean to insult you like that, Frankie. If not for you, the higher-ups probably would have instructed Frankie to kill me. But yeah, the main reason with, I think, specifically the Doctor that makes me not want to do him is he's fat as hell. No, I mean, that is technically part of my reason. But the legitimate part of the reason is that he's gonna take He's gonna be like DJ Music Man was, or like, what's another one? Wasn't there a chapter, or one of the previous chapter enemies that was like him? Maybe not. He's gonna be one of the like big ones though. That's just gonna be really annoying to do. Okay, so for the layout, guess what? Block of gold. I've done PJ Pucker Pillar. PJ Pucker Pillar is, there's a tutorial on. Because it's you, Nathan. I don't mean that in a negative way, Nathan. I just mean like, you like your Walking Dead, and it's fairly obvious. I also love the fact that you can literally see Henry clip straight through the gate that's here. He just goes whoop right through it. Is that PJ, Nathan? I'm assuming it is. Okay, so it's time to torture myself. Pathways, we're gonna probably go with 2 blocks, just because 1 is a little bit thin, and 2 will, you know, at least allow me space. Okay, well, you're T-Jock 99. Thank you, Nathan. I'm not... Whatever. Okay, so, you know how I said I wasn't caring about the vents? Yeah, I gotta care here, because if I don't... Care Bear is gonna eat me. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, maybe. Which is why I'm using just a random block and not really caring, because I know I'm probably going to have to change something eventually, so, like, I might as well just prepare myself to have to do that preemptively. Or was one over the bedroom and bathroom and bedroom are locked in Act 3? Nothing useful in them. Sleep is not allowed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, I'll go 6. I'll go 6, and then it turns. I don't think there's anything there. Correct. I mean, there's a phone in the corner, but I'm not really worried about that. Maze Runner? That's not a FNAF minigame, is it? I'm asking because, like, it sounds like one, and I feel like it is one. You know, speaking of negativity, I'm not a huge fan of this guy. Wow. Here's a Frankie. Is there only one? Okay, so this will connect back into this guy here with a path. I think it's a 3-way, right? It's a 3-way. You can go straight still. There's also an opening, like, there. I'll connect back into the original path. I feel like it should go a little bit further. Me being blind as hell, I thought it was quotations, not a like an up arrow. Hello, just a guy. Wow. I guess I've been doing it wrong, darn. I was like, you know, just using the like rubber of the tires, going, you know, just biting on it. I mean, you're not a fan, that's true. Sorry. You know, sometimes I just like, I just can't help myself, you know? The good gramophone is? That's the one in the day-night rooms, right? Or the day room? It's the first door, the night door, I think. It always throws me off because people say day-night door, but like, isn't the night one the first one? Fastest car in the world is faster than the other cars, that's why it's the fastest. Oh my god. Things are know if we do more chapter 2 of Poppy Playtime. Not really. It's not too bad overall once you get like through the game station. I mean the statues part sucks, but like I check YouTube Studio a lot, but not for comments because I get notifications for the comments anyway. Okay, and then opposite of that is a door. Which is the exit path which leads to the chase scene. Now you remember why you forget. You're a fish. Oh my god. Wow, I really went over the line. That's crazy. Ooh. Sorry, I'm going insane. Yeah, I know, Gomga. I don't think I got the gramophone the first time, so. Anything else is above your pay grade? You mean your lack of a pay grade? Does it go further? No. I have to extend the obsidian. Have to extend the obsidian to oblivion. Not really, I just need to extend it like further than I'll need it. Bad with keeping your life. Yeah, you do need it for that. Bruno Mars is for Mars is called Bruno Mars because Mars is his last name. HK Marmu? I almost did the Angry Bird sound. Let me do that one again because I feel like I can do better. Nah, it's kind of better, kind of not. Okay, this connects across. I'm assuming it lines up with that, and that's bold to assume, which is exactly why I'm going to make the assumption. Because I don't really feel like that it shouldn't, right? Really wish I had a map of this. I feel like you should say it, Nathan, because I'm kind of curious how you're going to try to out me this time. What the hell am I doing? Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, so immediate turn, and then it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll go back in. I'm going to need the obsidian further again. This area is massive. No, it is. I just want to hear him say it so I can use it against him in court later. Neighbor's just staring at you while you're in a bear trap. He's like right there, nothing's stopping him from catching. That's the look of shame, I think, Gamga. He's like, you can't actually be serious. Yeah, this is totally Poppy playtime right now, 100%. Family friendly way? Okay. Trust the process with the trapdoors. Or don't if you don't want to. I guess that's also an option. Why are my dogs barking again? Again, going to make the bold assumption that lines up. Hold on. Close enough, Nathan. Close enough. I'm gonna check the score of the hockey game. Hold on, I'm curious. Because it was, what was it, 2-1 when I turned it off? For the stream? I think so. Okay, well, I know who won because the first thing I see is who won. Oh my. Crazy. Okay. Oh, that's a 4-way intersection. Oh my god. Might have been alright. I was yours, but I can't really complain, I guess. There's a game. There's 4 today, T-Rock. They go from, for me it would be 1 p.m. is when the first one starts, and the last one starts at, it's like, what is it, 1, 4, 7, 10, I guess? No. What is the other game anyway? I don't remember the last one. Who is it? It's Kings Oilers yesterday. It was Vegas, Minnesota was this morning. Jets Blues is tomorrow. Who is it? What series am I missing on the West? Oh, wait. Oh, Colorado Dallas, right. Hello, Black Studios. I'm gonna assume that lines up with that, because I see that pathway there, and I'm like, you know. A lot of this is just kind of trusting that I'm gonna be within the right range, you know? And just kind of hoping. That's the first, that's the second. Yeah, it's like about as far as I went, I would say. And then this one will end up intervening. Like there. I don't think it lines up with that because I'm assuming it goes like, or it slants, because it feels longer here than that diagonal was. If I do need to change it, that's fine, but yeah, that did just start. I love how you say Golden Wild, by the way. That's funny to me. Obviously, I know what you mean still, and it's not like, it's not a bad thing necessarily, but it's just, it's funny. I can see my house from here. I mean, yeah, it does sound cool. Can't really argue with that. Okay, so yes, I am correct that that doesn't line up, because this will end up intersecting here. And then from here I think it slants back and connects, right? If I go right and then left, it'll connect, yeah. I don't really like how that lines up, though. Yeah, this pathway will connect through, and then I think I just need to check that pathway and see if anything happens with it. Wait, what? Hold on, did I just... Am I that far off? Surely I'm not, right? First pathway goes through. Huh? Oh, wait, I think I know. I am that far off, aren't I? Because if I'm correct... Let me just confirm. Because it should be... That pathway connects through. But then there's two pathways there. Yeah, I am that far off. Darn, that's kind of unfortunate. Because it should be this pathway that's there. I think I can get away with that, though. I can get away with moving it over. Because then this pathway will end up just connecting into that loop and not really do anything. Right? Oh, this is so confusing. Yeah, that flattens off. And then that one connects through. Okay. I don't really know how to combat that. I guess I have to bring out the diagonal further and then just, you know, remove that first spot and then go here and then that would have to go further somehow. Hello, piano. And then I can do this and just remove you entirely. Remove you. And then it would be... Where would that be? I don't really know. First, second, and it's like, yeah, like 7 beyond. That feels still... Wait, no, I'm still missing one, though, aren't I? Yeah, I am still missing one. What? Where did it go? First one goes through. Second one... Okay, never mind. The second one is further. Yeah, okay. So the second one would be, like, here. And then I would go to... Still further, but... Go to, like, maybe there? I don't know what I'm doing. Feels like to be muted in chat. You want to find... First came out, you said 6 songs released in the same year as the Switch 2. I don't even have words for that, to be honest. Like, well done. You're literally so far behind, I, like, forgot that information was true. Okay, and then what do I do from here? I go there. I don't even need you here anymore. You're not particularly useful. Because the door will end up being there. Outlining the endo warehouse. Oh, thanks for reminding me that's a section. Oh, God. It might be a little bit misproportioned, but I honestly don't care enough. Reminds you of Pac-Man? I could understand that. Yeah, I can see that. I hate the comparison, but I mean, yeah. Okay, and then I know I loop back, like, again, or I get lost here, don't I? Right. Wait, what did I just do? I went... Did I go right here? I went through a different diagonal than that one. Because I ended up in line with the safe room. What? Huh? I'm sorry. Run that one back real quick. Okay, so I'm there. I'm at this, and then I take this first, right? Yeah, this is also a diagonal. Which will connect into that path? Is that right? Yeah. That's a little peculiar. I'm actually gonna line you up with that then. I'll literally just add a block, I don't really care. Just waiting for the... No. Immediate right? Well, not immediate. It's like here. I'm gonna assume that connects back to that. Am I correct to assume that? I don't freaking know. I'm assuming I am, because I don't really see anywhere else that it would connect to, and then it goes this way as well into this path again. This is literally just amazing. Not actually, there's nothing amazing about this. No, that's not right. Because to the right it's a wall. Correct? Am I correct to assume that? Left, right, yeah. It's left there's a telephone, right there's this. But I know that could be right, actually. That could be right. There's like a small chance that that is correct. And then if I go forward, yeah, no, that goes back. So that should be correct. Unless... I don't know about all that now. There might be another path. I cannot tell. But that connects back to there. Yeah. But that could be that pathway, actually. No, it's not. Welcome back, Yellow. We're just walking about with the good gramophone and playing in your inventory and your song guitar. Crazy. For pot, you're planning on doing Elliot's room first and then basing the diagonals off that. I didn't end up doing that, and I didn't have a problem, but I think that does make sense. I got like utility tunnels. I'm pretty sure that's everything. Nope, there's another area. Where is that, though? Okay, so there's the hotline outline, and then if I go... Hotline outline was there, so I think I went back and then left, and it's in here, I believe. Just before that path, so like there... And then, yeah, there's just a random dead end here for some reason. That pathway is also a little bit thicker intentionally. Okay, and then left again. Okay, no, I'm back to the safe room area, so I would be here or here. One of those two. I'm about as certain as I'm gonna get that I have that. But also, like, I have no idea. I could be horrendously far off. But I also don't really have any reason to assume that I'm wrong, so... You know. I'm gonna just assume that it's fine, okay? 12 parts in the Benny tutorial. That is exactly how many there are. Yes. And there'll be public eventually. I'm just gonna build it up with the gold because I feel like that's easier to work with, and then I can just /fill replace it. Whew, that was pretty bad, not gonna lie, but we survived, thankfully. No, I didn't, Chris. I can't be real spam twice, man. You don't understand. See you later, Diet. Okay, so like, I feel like the bad part of this build is done now. I mean, I guess the utility tunnels here are going to suck, but I don't think it'll be as much of a hell as this has been. But, like, I survived this, so... What would be, like, the hardest thing I've made? It's kind of something I want to think about now that we're, like, at this point. Like, as far as layout is concerned. I mean, I guess security breach as a whole. Map is awful. Oh, wait, I didn't check that path, did I? Oh, wait, does that... No, that does go somewhere. Where does that loop, though? Let me see if I can tell. If not, I will need to go into the game for that again. I didn't look down enough. I'm guessing it connects there. Everything I build looks like a face, to be honest. Part of me wants to pull up the game right now. I'm gonna be honest. That'd be kind of a funny way to just, like, change the stream, is to just immediately open Frankie. But I have to replay the game from the start to get here because I'm further now, so... I don't want to do all that, because then I gotta go to the Frankie. I'll worry about it after stream. I'll try to get a video of it. And... see. I'm so tempted to. I'm like 99% sure it just goes here. I'm just gonna like put this here. I'm gonna actually literally build a question mark here. That was a horrible question mark, but whatever. I guess it wasn't supposed to be good. We build up the walls first, and then I might literally open it. We might literally play the game. I feel like that would be kind of funny. Although we can try to confirm the layout, like the best to our abilities. Because I discovered Henry doesn't spawn until you click one of the phones, so you can just run around freely at the beginning, which is nice. Just don't turn on a phone, and you'll be fine, or ring one, I guess. Like, you obviously have to ring the one that's there, but after you ring that one, it'll despawn. And he always spawns in the same spot as well, which is... I'll actually show you where, because I think I know exactly where. It's like right here, it's somewhere into this area he spawns. Another one of those things I discovered. while doing this section. Video-wise. So, yeah, I guess you are right. Yellow whale. It's gonna be... I mean, more will come in, but... I think after Ban 0, Batum will fully take the day of the week, that Tuesday, and whatever. And then it'll be Chapter 2, obviously, and... Playtime Co. will slide in soon, and then I have Indigo Park. They'll probably be just after Batum. And Security Breach as well will come back. Not, like, anytime soon, but... That's definitely something that I'm looking at doing within the reasonable amount of time. Okay, so this pathway is the one that I'm most, like, interested in, because it could line up with that, or... I know that doesn't line up because of this. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what's going on. Is that the whole, like, here beginning area? Yeah, okay. Are you guys interested in a little detour? Pulling up the game? And figuring this out now? You're so early, T-Jock. You're so early. I already made it. I just have to post it. And I'll do it this time. I'm not gonna make you do it. Because I'll be back probably anyway soon. Ah, there's one more wall. No balls is crazy. Daring someone to make you do something is wild. Okay. Let's see. Video so I can't see what color the ceiling of Elliot's office is. It's like a dark brown, I think. I don't know. I know I made it dark brown, but I don't know if I was just guessing or if I was actually using evidence. Okay, Frankie time. Where's it gonna put me? I probably need to wipe the save. Yeah, I need to wipe the save. Settings, game, reset. Strikes fear into my enemies. Oh, okay. All right. So, oh, I should have taken an image of the layout. That's fine. We'll figure it out. No, we're just getting to the dark rooms. For some reason, R is in my head for the slide. But I think it's because Project Playtime uses R, and I don't know why that game particularly is in my head. I haven't played it in like 3 years, but... It's going to escape this, I think. That's a dark room in the game. Oh shoot, you're right. Alright, goal number 1, don't get eaten. We're gonna go deathless as the whole... Alright, if you really want to be that guy, T-Jock, I probably did it on Twitch before you did it. Oh no, they mysteriously died, chat. Did you hear that?
Frankie doesn't feel like himself today. He normally doesn't go on mass murdering sprees.
I do, though. What? I didn't say that. Did you guys hear, like, the wind or something? That was kind of weird. Welcome back, Animating Melon. We're going into the game because I missed a section in my recording, and I must get it right now, immediately done. Hell yeah, look at me speedrun. Look at me go, chat. What the? That was not normal.
Henry doesn't seem to be in here, and the door leading to the rest of his area
Is mysteriously locked.
what an unfortunate inconvenience. But we'll
I suck. God. Finally, we'll go up. I probably won't get it in time. I definitely won't. Right when I get there, too. That's so cringe. Speedrunning's over, apparently. Get back here. I can't see. Hello, Eric. I always miss one, and it's usually that one, I think. Where'd my speedrun strats go? My bad. I'm trying over here. Hello, Michael. That's so funny, Frankie. Although he says not yet, and then literally 15 seconds later, it is apparently time. No, we're not playing to the end. We're just playing to the point that I need, which is not long after this. Jeez. It won't be too long, I swear. Oh, lights have no collision. It's good to know. I'm getting bodied right now.
Lucky contestant. Thank goodness you're all right. That sure was a close one. I apologize. That was poorly planned on my part, but it was certainly entertaining. You know what? This is actually a good thing. Deputy Duck's area isn't too far from here. You visit.
The jumping in this game is so janky sometimes. No. Oh, I got it. We're just playing to get the building done, guys. It's not an entire stream topic switch. Oh god. I don't know why I didn't let go. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Speedrun strats out the window, apparently. Whee! Okay, Deputy Duck's room is just up ahead. See, look, we're almost there already. Grizzy, it's taking me that long to do like 10 minutes of actual gameplay, but whatever. As in build it. Hello, Honduras. Speedrunning is peak. Thank you, thank you. I stuck. Yeah, look, no windows here, alright? And we go to the other side and... Whoa, windows! Hey, Frankie. That really did not take long. Because all my hell no builds. Nice, nice. Shake the camera can be sometimes. I'm sure you can fix that with settings. I just don't care enough to change them. Getting logs on them is still going for the chat. Bite of Frankie 7. Oh, my face. Yeah, we gotta do the non-Hello neighbor. See, look, it looks like you can see through the vent on the bottom, but when you're above it, you can't. Wait, now is the time. Wow, okay, it's literally just a black void, so I actually built it correctly. I'm so smart. Got caught up playing the Alpha 2 intro theme? That's crazy. Owner of the world, your building is rather strict? That sucks. But yeah, I kind of have a lot. I think the tutorial place is almost up to 1,000 tutorials overall, which is crazy. I saw last time it was at like 900 something, which means I do have over 1,000 because chapter 2 isn't in there, and neither is something else. I think I don't think Bendy's in there. A couple of the recent ones aren't, just because of the way I've been going about all of that. All right, guys, we're here.
It's ringing this phone. I'm sick of it. The ringing. The ringing. It won't stop. It never stops. You did this to me. It hurts.
I don't actually think the ceiling is... But yeah, see, you just go straight through the gate. Crazy. Alright. So if we go all the way right... Okay, so there's just... What? Hold on, wait, I'm mysteriously far off here. I don't know why I said mysteriously. Okay, so this is the first path. It goes... And... What? Okay, so this is the left path here. Somebody get like the pen and paper out, please. Start drawing. Cause like, what is this? I got all of that right. I have this right. I don't have that right. Okay, so what it seems like this whole side I need to almost shrink. Because this first path goes to a wall. Oh, that's blood. There's a path here which should go all the way through, right? That's that. Okay, so then this one I know also goes pretty much all the way through. I should have taken an image of the gold. We're trying to figure it out, Lefty. That's why I'm here. Because, okay, so... Because I'm on this section. I don't know, I'm grossly far off here. I'm building Alpha 4. Saw the rundown one, and so I didn't build the rundown version. I love that, the rundown version. I think it turned out amazing. Yeah, but just so you're kind of on the same page. Where was that phone that was the blank wall? Is it here? Or is this? Yeah. That also... Is that one go all the way through? It does. Okay. And that literally goes all the way through, right? Yes. Wait, what? Isn't there two? No, wait, that is the one. Huh? Oh yeah, never mind, that is the one. And then the beginning here would connect. This doesn't make any sense to my brain. So, okay, I was using a video clip, and I didn't get a video of this part, and based on the way that I have it, it's wrong. So I'm trying to figure out what exactly I did wrong. Okay, so... Make sure my brightness is all the way up. Yeah, it is. Oh, what if I turn you down? Does that make it brighter? That did not change anything. Okay. Shadow quality, what if I put you on low? That really didn't help either. What about both low? Might be slightly brighter. Okay, so let me try to... Do I have like a thing I could draw on? Do I have paper? I will literally draw a layout. Hold on. I have a pen. Do I have paper? What is this paper? That's an order form? Can I use this? Or is it? Oh, it's double-sided. What is this for? Oh, it's Froggy's Frog. Okay. Do I have a non-double-sided piece of paper anywhere? There's an instruction manual. I have space on it, but... You have paper. I don't know if that'll help me. I don't know if your paper will be of use. Do I have like a page? Hold on. I don't have anything. It's so unfortunate. Didn't I have a notebook? I thought I did. Hold on. I gotta get up for this. Ah, I do have a notebook. It's a tiny one, but I have one. No, I got it. Oh god. Okay, so... It'll be back in a minute, Yellow Whale. I'm gonna draw the layout. That's what we're gonna do. Even though I have 0 drawing skills. If you want to try too, Lefty, in case I somehow mess up, God forbid. Does this pen work? It does. Okay, so... Here's the entrance. I'm gonna draw a line there, and I'll say... E for entrance. Okay, and then it'll go... right and back. How much right does it go? Maybe like to there. And then it'll be safe room somewhere on that wall. And then I'll say safe room is here, which I'll mark as S. Okay, and then it'll keep going back. And then it'll go right. And then across into a diagonal. I really hope I don't mess this up with the drawing, because then I'm gonna end up with a, because I'm using pen. That's all. Okay, and then it's that first pathway. which would be like this maybe. Let's put X's where the openings are instead, because I already drew over that one, and I kind of did it on purpose anyway. And then, oh god, where am I? Okay, wait, here's the safe room. Let's go all the way through, kind of. It sort of does, and then it diagonals there, which I have that right. And it'll kind of meet at a point, which then means it'll go through and connect to another one, which connects to the front path, which does go all the way across. Hello, Johnny. After... well, Bendy started. And Bendy will be every other week with Ban 0, but Alpha 2 Basement will be after Musical Memory. Segment, I guess. I'm lost again? Here's safe room. So again, there's that pathway, which connects forward like there. It's not gonna be perfect, but like, if I can get a general idea, I can use the video at least to give me more specifics, right? Good lord. What am I even looking at anymore? Front, and then there's that pathway. Okay, no, that would be the pathway. Would it be? No, it wouldn't be, because there's nothing here. So there's another pathway there. I should just be drawing this with single lines, I feel like. One part left? No, there's more than one. How many have you guys gotten? I think there's 8 or 9 overall. I don't remember exactly. It's one of those two numbers. And then if I take the diagonal, it'll be brought, you know, through here. And I know how that side works. It's like that pretty much. Alright, it's like, is it one or is it... it goes back in again and then goes forward and connects. Okay, yeah, so like... I pretty much know that. Pathway there, pathway there. Correct? Is there one there? There's not one there, I lied. That one, this one goes all the way through. No, wait, no, that one is. What one is this one? Oh, and then there's the middle, which I don't really need to write down. But like, what is that? What is on the other side of that? That's what I want to... oh, that's just next to the diagonal. Okay. So there's like nothing. Because it's essentially... okay. I feel like that is at least enough to give me the general idea for now. I tried Yellow Whale. There is not one online though. That was my original plan to use one, but doesn't exist. Dual monitor didn't work, so it's on to your Xbox, and you can dual Minecraft to make SP. I've done that like using console with Bendy, Security Breach. I think those are like the only two. I did it with Help Wanted as well, actually, which I just made. It's not that bad, actually. It's not that bad. I don't have a camera to show it, though. You like the pen clicks? I like never do that because I use mechanical pencils, so I guess I clicked. I spun them more than clicked them, though. Alright, so I'm missing a little bit in the center, but I'm not really concerned about that necessarily. I'm just concerned about getting the rest to work, right? So... I pretty much just have to shrink that side, I think. Because that's correct that that goes through. I just need that the safe room would be, you know, up here. I'd have to send it through Discord, probably. Or I could actually use Canva. I've been using Canva to part things. Okay, so this pathway, and then it's this one where the safe room is. And what would I be missing then? Is it all the way through there? Yeah, I didn't get this little middle area laid out, but that's, I'm not really worried because it should be fine anyway. This shouldn't connect. This shouldn't be here. Full front view of the school? Is it similar to the one that is like just in the full game? Because I've thought about doing the full game one. I want to, I haven't yet. Check the endoskeleton warehouse. Diet said that earlier too, yeah. And there's that pathway. And then there would be another one, right? Like here. But I don't know how far that would go. I'm kind of at a weird point with the HN to where I'm not actually actively doing much, but... Once Secret Neighbor, I always forget that I have Neighbor Case, but once Neighbor Case releases, that'll open the door for a lot of other stuff, so, you know. Assuming enough of you are interested in it. That's kind of why I haven't started, like, or continued doing much, is because I don't want to make that assumption immediately that everybody's going to enjoy the Secret Neighbor tutorials, and I don't want to start just making them and then for there to be some sort of a problem with it not being somebody's favorite, you know? I know exactly what I did wrong. I know exactly what I did wrong now. Just because it's a giant maze of hallways, pretty much. Yeah, okay, so what I actually messed up is I did see the... I just didn't see that the safe room was there, but it should have connected properly, and it didn't to that hallway. I think if it connects properly, I don't end up having really any sort of an issue, but because it didn't, everything got screwed up. It's not 30 minutes. I might have been in the area in general for, like, to add up to 30 minutes, but it was not 30 minutes overall. To get there. It was like 10, if even. And then there's another one here. I don't know if I'm gonna care about it being that perfect. I mean, I might look again and see, but, like, doesn't matter. I generally won't need to. Like, most sections won't be bad enough for me to have to, especially because I'll have the game open at the same time anyway. If I could have done that, it would have made this a lot easier, but, you know, win some, you lose some. I think that's fine. That area might be a little bit off, but I'm not sure. Left side is fine. Right side is fine. It all lines up fine, so whatever. We're back to that cake game? Cakeys? Is that what you're talking about? I should stream Cakeys on Twitch tonight. That's what I should do. Yes, Notebook was a little bit helpful. But I think you have to understand about the streams as well, is sometimes it is going to be calling an audible like that. Not even necessarily because I need to, but because, you know, spice it up a little bit, right? It is boring just playing Minecraft for 2 hours straight with nothing to it. I'll never base city for Thoreau's crazy. Cakeys is fun. I like Cakeys. I'd love to get the good ending. I never have. I'm talking about for Twitch stream, and I don't know what you're thinking I'm implying. Okay. Whoa, that looks so different. So I love the, like, the glowing. It's honestly not a bad game. I just did Rocket League. So you can cross that one off. I don't really feel like doing Repo or Lethal. Putting Security Breach, FNAF, whatever it's called, you have to have the patience. It's certainly a longer one, yeah. The only thing that sucks, though, is, like, you can't really start that and not commit yourself to it. Like, you could maybe try to start a couple parts, but then if you don't like it, you kind of wasted it. It's not like you can do something small and then go from there. Is it free? I think it's $10. I got it free. Because it was one of those things where, like, the first day of release, it didn't cost anything. Got your quack? I forgot about that we called it the quack. Oh my god. I think I'm going to end here. I don't really want to go too far with this, but yeah, I'm glad to get the layout at least done. It may be tweaked next time you see it, because I do want to make sure that I have everything, for the most part, correct. It doesn't have to be perfect, but... Yeah, hold on. I have one thing I want to do. Okay. FNAF will be 300 hours, 3,000 minutes, and 1 second. So true. But yeah. Okay, I guess I want to, before I actually end, I want to talk about the daycare for a sec, because, do I want to show it? Why did that make a fan propeller? What is that? Oh my god, that's actually amazing. That might be the greatest thing I've ever seen from a Minecraft texture. It literally looks exactly like a fan. Careful, it's sharp. My bad. Okay, but yeah, I want to show off Security Breach. There's the cave. Don't worry about it. So I was looking at this earlier because I was trying to figure out where I wanted to approach the next thing. And as you can see, Mazer Size, I announced this on Instagram earlier. Mazer Size is not done, but it's getting there for sure. I know I did this on a stream, but I probably will end up finishing it off stream. So I have this, I have L chips that are done fully, and I don't really need to touch them again. I mean, L chips I might have to when I do Superstar Arcade, but I'm not really worried about that either way. I want to talk about daycare, though, especially. Daycare hallway will be its own, but I don't want to do daycare hallway unless daycare itself is done. And I was like, I can just go for it and whatever. Really, the main thing left is the walls, because most of the furniture and stuff is done. And I'm not concerned about the theater, because, again, that'll be its own thing as well. Where the problem arises is these. I don't want to do a tutorial on these, like, at all. Now, they're not accurate anyway. So I'm trying to figure out where I can exactly draw a line of, like, okay, because I don't want to just not do them. That kind of defeats the tutorial purpose, doesn't it? You're getting timed out too, Gog. I'll give you only a minute, just because it did not. I know what you're thinking, but no. Eventually, you just get used to it, Hunter, honestly. Like, it sucks at some points of it, but others it's like, whatever. Because the tutorials are fun to record. But, you know, like, you see these aren't done still, and I don't know where I want to go with them, with that. It was not a huge fan. But we'll just kind of see. That's something that I do want to wait on daycare a little bit for that reason, just as I don't want to do it last necessarily, but I want to finish other things and then get to a point to where I'm like, okay, yeah, I know what I want to do for this, for sure, because everything else will be fine, I think. It's just those play sets. I could even do them separately, like, go through most of them and be like, hey, if you want these, here's a separate video dedicated to them specifically, but not necessarily make it part of the series itself, because, you know, I don't really think they're deserving of much. But I don't know. We'll see. Kind of how it goes. And, get lost in this build. I am a little bit lost in the sauce for sure. I'll show you it from the outside. It is hard because there's so many different locations at once that I'm kind of starting, and it's just like, another one I could absolutely get done, and like, that would be great to have done is the bakery over here, because, you know, that'll be a nice one to do for the tutorial as well. But I think the most logical thing is Atrium right now, and then eventually, you know, maybe if I can get the areas next to Rockstar Road done, then I can start doing those, and it's just, splitting up into these parts is better for me. I know, obviously, Chapter 2 is the segments, but I'm still doing all of that consecutively. This just helps me to actually start the Security Breach tutorial before it's done, and just allow it to split up better. But yeah, this will be the next section that gets done for the tutorial. I don't know if you should be looking forward to it or not. It will not include sub-lobbies, however. These will be separate. I'll include, like, this area, and I'll probably cut off the ceiling, like, where these slab rows are. But these won't be included. These will have their own separate parts or sub-series. I'm not really sure which one yet. Probably just parts. And this one might have to be redone. I'm not really sure yet. Yeah, that's another reason I've been putting it off for so long, is because, like, hell no, honestly. But, you know, the grind is real, so. And it hasn't been the worst thing in the world, necessarily. But, like, yeah, no, this will be a lot of parts, for sure. I'm gonna assume this will be around, like, 30. Just for this alone. So, you know. Take what you will from that. This and Chapter 2 are, like, the scary guy. What is going on with this? Did I make that? I guess I did. Yeah, no, I guess I did. I remember making the banners. But, yeah. And then Prize Counter will be another one that'll be hopefully ready soon. I don't want to do Prize Counter officially, nor probably L-Chips, until I have Superstar Arcade done, because they obviously link the two. Or it obviously links the two. And, you know, it would just be smart to have all of it done before because if I have to change a least favorite tutorial. I don't know. One, like, major game tutorial I've not really liked doing is Ban that much. Just, like, in general, Ban. But I'd say out of, like, the way that it is, like, this sucks, definitely. This one sucks. I hated Granny. My Granny build. It just is awful, frankly. Like, it's not even that it's, like, it was bad to record. It was just awfully built. And for this, I just, you know, look at it. I mean, it looks good, but I don't like the project very much in general. It's just a little too much and a little bit, it's not my kind of thing. But redo Granny, I would like to. Yeah, it's on the list. It's just one of those I can't, like, bring myself to make that step to start. But can't wait for the West Arcade. Oh god. Oh, don't make me think of that one. I haven't even started taking a step for that. Going, what now, Lefty? I got a little bit of a rant though. That's why I haven't ended, if that's what you're saying. But yeah. And then obviously Indigo Park is soon, hopefully. Secret Neighbor. I think Secret Neighbor will be after Playtime Co. That's my guess. Playtime Co should hopefully also be soon. But it kind of depends on how everything stacks up. Like, I don't really know. And it depends on how many parts Secret Neighbor ends up being, because I could throw it, like, back until... Well, the other... Till, like, between segment... Or, like, a break between the Chapter 2 segments. But also, I think the other thing is... I might just do the exterior one part. And do the interior in, like, 10 or something. Not 10, but, you know. Sewers? Oh, Lord. That would be one of the last things I build. I think with areas like that, I'm just going to end up using teleporters. Welcome back, Froggy. I'm so sorry, but I am about to end in a minute. Cannot build these 4+ hour tutorials. Yeah, some of them are rough. They aren't bad, though. Act 3 is over 4 hours. You do realize that, right? The exterior is about like 2.5 to 3, I think, and the interior is like 5, so it's like an 8 or 9 hour tutorial. Nah, I don't think I... Brochacho? What? Build Among Us? That's another one, yeah. I would like to continue, but... Let me check how good the Skeld is doing, to, like, view-wise. Yeah, it's got 2,000 views, so not bad overall. I did it. What did you... Whatever. Anyway. Yeah. Frankie is kind of the one right now that sticks out to me as, like, not really tutorial. Obviously, Chapter 3 as well, but... You know. I guess I'll just end in here. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Thank you all so much, guys. Did enjoy this video. That was fun, I guess. There is a Twitch tonight. It'll probably just be cakeys like we were talking about, but I don't know. I want to revisit LN2 soon as well. And maybe... What was the other game? There was another one. Like, Inner Friend would be fun. That was what I was thinking, though. There was another place to... Oh, Castle Crashers. I want to do that again. But anyway, yeah, with that being said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night. Good luck, Hunter. And I will see you on the next one. One sec. Pass.